There are stories whispered in the shadowed corners of taverns, tales spun low over flickering candlelight about a figure who walks the boundary between life and death with unsettling grace. This is the tale of Lyrael, a human necromancer whose path was carved not in the heat of battle or the glory of conquest, but in the silent pursuit of a truth buried beneath layers of decay and forgotten sorrow. Lyrael was not born to darkness. She was drawn into it like a moth to a dying flame. Her childhood was filled with laughter and light, growing up alongside her younger brother, Corrin, in the quaint village of Evenfall. But one fateful night, under a moonless, ink-black sky, Corrin vanished without a trace. The village searched tirelessly, prayers whispered into the void, hope thinning like mist at dawn. Yet no answers came. Desperation clawed at Lyrael's heart, twisting her grief into something fierce and dangerous. Necromancy, a forbidden craft, shunned by the righteous and feared by all, became her reluctant salvation. But Lyrael wielded it not with the cold arrogance of a power-hungry necromancer, but as a whispered plea to the restless dead. If speaking with the dead costs your soul, how much life would you trade? She often pondered, staring deep into the abyss of the spirits she summoned. Her companions were as unlikely as the path she walked. There was Fendrel, the dwarven paladin, a bulwark of light and unwavering honor who viewed Lyrael's craft with cautious suspicion, yet remained steadfast by her side. Then came Izara, a half-elf rogue whose shadowed past mirrored the secrets Lyrael chased, a woman who could slip through the smallest cracks in both walls and hearts. Finally, Eirik, a stoic half-orc druid, whose deep reverence for life silently conflicted with Lyrael's communion with death. Together they forged a fragile harmony, light and shadow entwined in uneasy alliance. Their journey led them deep into haunted forests and forsaken crypts, each spirit Lyrael called forth weaving another fragile thread in the tapestry of Corrin's fate. The dead whispered truths tangled with lies, their voices sometimes soft as a breeze, sometimes sharp as shards of broken glass. Every spirit I free brings me closer to salvation, Lyrael confessed one night, her voice barely more than a breath, or eternal damnation. Yet with each soul summoned, a piece of Lyrael's own humanity slipped away. In the silent hours between life and death, she confronted her reflection, pale and hollow-eyed, a vessel for sorrows not her own. Fendrel would warn her often, "You tread a perilous path, Lyrael. To command death is to invite it into your very heart." But her resolve never wavered, fueled by the memory of laughter now lost. Izara, usually the first to notice when the whispers grew too loud, shadowed Lyrael's steps with cautious protectiveness. "What if the truth you seek is not salvation, but ruin?" she asked one quiet evening, amber eyes flickering with unspoken fear. Lyrael answered only with silence, the heavy weight of her quest understood without words. Their quest culminated beneath the crumbling ruins of an ancient monastery, where Corrin had been held captive by forces far darker than death itself. Here Lyrael summoned the most elusive and tormented spirit yet, her brother's. His ghost flickered with a faint warmth amid the cold, his voice barely a sigh. "Why did you come, sister?" he asked, sorrow bleeding through the veil. "To bring you home," she whispered, tears tracing the lines of her pale face. "To reckon with the darkness that stole you." But Corrin's spirit was fractured, bound by a curse that threatened to consume them both. In that crucible of pain and power, Lyrael faced her ultimate choice: sever their ties and let him rest, or entwine her soul with his, risking her own damnation to pull him back from oblivion. Her hand hovered trembling over the sigil of binding, heart thunderous with the moment's gravity. "If I lose myself, will I still find you?" she whispered to the shadows, the forgotten ghosts watching in silent judgment. In the end, the bonds of love and sacrifice prevailed. Lyrael chose to risk damnation rather than abandon her brother, defying the harsh judgments of light and shadow alike. As the spirits around her sang a mournful dirge, her voice echoed with newfound resolve. "I walk this line not as a monster, but as a guardian of lost souls." And so, the story of Lyrael lingers still, a testament to the perilous dance between salvation and ruin, life and death, hope and despair. Her tale reflects all who wrestle with their own darkness, reminding us that sometimes the most profound power lies not in control, but in compassion. What would you trade to speak with the dead? Would you risk your very soul to uncover the truth hidden beyond the veil? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if the shadows of Lyrael's story drew you in, be sure to subscribe for more tales from the fringes of Dungeons and Dragons lore. Until next time, may your rolls be ever in your favor and your stories never end.